What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the best teams that I ran here in Season 4 for all leagues. Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. Now, all of these teams also have full videos on the channel, so you guys can go check that out. There'll be links down in the description and comments of this video. But I highly encourage you guys, if you're looking for new teams, be sure to check out some old content. You guys can head down into the channel and see the Great League, Ultra League, Master League, etc., and get some ideas for teams. But today, we're going to take a look at two teams from each league, all of which I think are extremely strong, have a lot of play. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this video. How has Season 4 been going for you guys? Are you guys excited about Season 5? I know there's a lot of controversy with that, but one thing I do want to say, everyone, there was an interview done for Season 6, and from what we can tell, I'll provide links to it as well, is that they are changing the ranking system in GO Battle League. We will no longer be chasing rank 10. Instead, it'll be chasing to rank 20, so we're going to have 1 to 20, and then we're going to get ELO from 21 to 24, which looks really, really interesting. So we'll have to see what they have planned for that, but I'm definitely excited. All right, moving into the first team in the Great League, it is Azumarill, Abomasnow, and Flygon, or you could run Azumarill, Alolan Marowak, and Flygon. This team is really, really strong, and it's just reason why is Flygon. It's so amazing when you guys are ahead on energy, as you guys are seeing in this battle. We're losing lead to a normal Stunfisk, right? But Flygon is just absolutely deadly when it can get ahead on energy. It can flip Azumarill matchups. It can absolutely destroy Altarias. It's just an absolute wrecking ball. So as we see right here, this Flygon is matched up against Azumarill. Earth Power, which is a legacy move from Community Day, just does so much damage. The fast move of Mud Shot and charge moves of Dragon Claw Earth Power provides great coverage. It can destroy the meta monsters, so stuff like Registeel, stuff like Galarian Stunfisk, Azumarill, Altaria, all of which are going to take a lot of damage from a Flygon, and when you get it ahead on energy and give it some shields, it can absolutely destroy. As we see right here, we landed 2 Earth Powers against this Azumarill, and we're just going to commit to the farm down. On top of that, Abomasnow is a very strong meta Pokemon that can break apart a lot of cores that we do see. It has the Powder Snow for farming down Altarias. It has Energy Ball to do super effective damage against Azumarills, or neutral damage to Galarian Stunfisk, and has that Weather Ball, which is super spammy. As you guys can see, Flygon is still alive and still going strong as we're talking right here, and it's just spamming its charge moves. It's absolutely incredible. And then we swap into the Abomasnow to just show that off. We can farm down the Altaria, easily shield right here, and then that Stunfisk that is left in the back is going to take super effective damage from these Powder Snows and Weather Balls, and as we're going to see, it's going to come back in, and it's not going to be able to hit us. We resist because of our typing right here, which is so great. Discharge comes through, does nothing, and this team is just incredibly, incredibly strong. All right, moving into the next team, we have Swampert, Ferrothorn, and Sableye. When you guys lose lead, especially a Tropius into a Swampert, Sableye is just one of the greatest safe swaps in the Great League, an open Great League. Reason being, there's usually not a lot of Charmers that run around, so Sableye can put a lot of pressure. Now, I will say, if you guys can get yourselves a return Sableye, that's definitely a lot better than a Shadow Sneak Foul Play Sableye. So you want to try to find yourself a Shadow one that you can purify, that's going to be at or near 100% IV. Reason being, return does so well against the Azumarill matchup. I haven't found one yet, but as you guys are seeing right here against this Lantern, we're going to be able to shield and farm it down and flip this matchup and realign Ferrothorn to Tropius, which is really what we need right here, because Swampert does not like fighting against Tropius. So the Sableye, we're going to see the Tropius come back in, and Sableye, because of Shadow Claw, is a great fast move, does a lot of damage, and it also gains energy very quickly. It can spam its charge moves, and if your team doesn't have, or the opponent's team I should say, doesn't have a hard answer for a Sableye, it can get out of control. So as you saw, we took out 60% of Tropius's health and eliminated a Lantern with only using 1 shield, and now we can bring back in Ferrothorn, which is only going to take neutral damage from these aerial aces coming from the Tropius because of the Steel Grass typing, which is really, really nice. And as you see, we see a Defense Form Deoxys now come in. We can throw some energy right here because we know Ferrothorn against Tropius does really well endgame. All we have to do is land that Thunder. But now we can swap into Swampert. We also run Swampert here with Hydro Cannon, which is a Community Day move. Hopefully in December you guys can get it again. I'm really hoping that comes through. If not, you can get it from trades or using Elite Charge TM. And Swampert's one of those Pokemon is, if December comes and you guys cannot get another Hydro Cannon Swampert and that's just not a part of the deal, then it is worth using an Elite Charge TM. This Pokemon is absolutely incredible. Hydro Cannon is such a hard-hitting move with low energy, and with that fast move of Mud Shot, you can gain energy very quickly. As you guys can see right here, we're throttling this fight, so I can land a Sludge Wave against this Tropius, but I'm actually going to go for Hydro Cannons right here. It has 1 shield left, so we got to eliminate that, and I think I'm going to swap now into Ferrothorn. Yeah, my switch clock is coming back up very soon, so hopefully I can get to another Hydro Cannon. I can, and then I'm going to swap to the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn as well is a really great core breaker. It can beat Galarian Sunfisk, and it can beat Azumarill, which is really nice. On top of that, it can beat Pokemon like Tropius. It can hit neutral against Altaria. It can beat Pokemon like Skarmory. So it's a really great core breaker, and we use it as an anchor to cover that Swampert right there and win that battle. All right. Moving into Ultra League. Man, Ultra League this year was a lot of fun, or this season I should say was a lot of fun. I invested in 2 new Pokemon, Empoleon and Tangrowth. And Tangrowth is an absolute monster. Reason being, it doesn't care about Charizard. What you guys are going to notice is that you can get to Rock Slides very, very quickly, and Charizard is double weak to Rock. With that fast move of Vine Whip, you gain energy so quickly, and Rock Slide will one-shot a Charizard in the Ultra League Premier Cup, which is just fantastic. As you guys are going to see, we're going to be able to get shields left and right here. And what's great about this team as well is even if you face off against probably one of the worst Pokemon you want to face off against, whether that be a Charizard or a Dragonite on the lead, you can come in and hard farm with one of the Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and let the Tangrowth go down. We got 2 shields from our opponent. And our Empoleon in the back, which is another huge investment that I had this season, and it was well worth it. I'm telling you guys right now, if you have a Hydro Cannon one, if you have Waterfall, Drill Peck, and Hydro Cannon, it is a phenomenal Pokemon for the Ultra League Premier Cup. Reason being, it hits neutral against a vast majority of Pokemon, and if it doesn't, so something like a Venusaur, you have Drill Peck now for that coverage, which will do super effective damage. On top of that, it can hit fighters as well. And as we see right here, we're going to be facing a Togekiss as well. What's great with the typing here from Empoleon, you have Steel Water typing, so you're going to be resisting charm damage as well. And Charmers in the Ultra League Premier Cup are very, very common. As you guys are going to see, we're just going to get another Hydro Cannon off. And this is basically a good game right here. This Empoleon got way too much energy. They had no shields, and there's nothing they can do. Now we will see a second Charmer now come in, the Clefable, and we're just going to go for the Hydro Cannon right here. The Hydro Cannon does neutral damage in the matchup, and again, you guys need to get Hydro Cannon if you can. And then we're going to swap to Gallade, and Gallade is probably my favorite Pokemon. It's the GOAT of Ultra League Premier Cup, in my opinion, because of its versatility. It can fight back against the Pokemon that it's also weak to. So as you guys see right here, we're facing off against a Charmer as a fighter, but with Confusion and Leaf Blade, we're able to take it out. All right, moving into the next team, still a core of Empoleon and Gallade, but on this note, we have a Toxicroak as well, and Toxicroak closing is just so strong. As you guys can see right here, this Escavalier deciding to stay in. That's a hard lead loss to an Empoleon, right? The Steel typing, but the Escavalier right here is gotta watch out for close combat. This is what makes Gallade so deadly. I believe we double shield right here. No, we decide not to shield in this one. It's just going to be nearly ice. We can survive. And this is where Gallade is so strong. Close combat is such a deadly move right now. So it's going to do a lot of damage if they decide not to shield, and they don't. So we just took out the hardest counter to our Empoleon, and they brought in an Ampharos as well, which is also nice. That's why we have the Toxicroak. That Mud Bomb is going to be doing super effective damage, and we get a shield as well right there because of the energy gain from that Confusion and the low energy cost from Leaf Blade. So now we're going to come in with that Toxicroak right here. Again, Mud Bomb against the electric type Pokemon does super effective damage, and Toxicroak, it is a steep investment. It's another Pokemon that I invested in, but I don't invest in raiding Pokemon. I just don't. I invest in PvP Pokemon, and I slowly build up my roster here. So this season, I think I got Toxicroak, Empoleon, Tangrowth, and one other that I can't remember. I think it was Drifblim, but I was very impressed with them. Toxicroak as well helped me get to rank 9 initially. So yeah, we're going to see a swap now into Lapras, and this is where Empoleon, again, having Water Steel typing is really nice against a Lapras. Lapras is extremely common in the Ultra League Premier Cup, and because you have Drill Peck, we can now do neutral damage while resisting all of the charge moves from a Lapras. The Surf, the Ice Beam, the Skull Bash, the Dragon Pulse if they have that. Everything's going to be resisted because of the Steel Water typing, which is just fantastic, because now we can bring in that Toxicroak later on and finish the game off, or just win straight up with Empoleon right here. But yeah, looking into not Season 5, because Season 5 is going to be completely different leagues. If you guys want to know more information about that, there's a video on the channel. But looking at Season 6, which hopefully all leagues kind of come back into a normal rotation, I am very happy with these investments. So if you guys are looking for future investments, definitely a Community Day Empoleon and a Gallade are like top of my list for you guys, and a Tangrowth if you can get it, because they just perform so well. And as we see right here, Toxicroak with low health, able to get energy very quickly with that counter, can do super effective damage, counter down, and then the Lapras is going to be coming back in, and we should be able to finish off a counter. No, we cannot, but Empoleon has enough health right here, and Waterfall is going to be able to finish it off, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving on to Master League. We have Garchomp, Metagross, and Mamoswine. This team's definitely very, very strong and great at flipping lead losses. As we saw there, we had Garchomp versus Togekiss, which is just the worst thing you ever want to see. As a dragon, you never want to see that Togekiss in the Master League, but Mamoswine on the safe swap can threaten pretty much everything in the meta. That's due to having Bulldoze and Avalanche. So Avalanche is going to get hit super effective against the flyers like Togekiss or Dragonite. It's going to hit neutral against the groundwater in this case, being that Swampert, and Bulldoze really helps out against Pokemon like Metagross and Magnezone. So Mamoswine right here is going to be able to get 2 shields from the Swamp, or 1 shield from the Swampert, and lower its health. We can bring in the Garchomp right here, and what's great is we also drew out the Swampert, which is pretty much a hard counter to a Metagross as well. So we don't need to shield right here on the Garchomp. We're just going to commit to the farm down, get some energy, and look to win endgame with 2 shields with Metagross. So what I'll say with this team, if you guys are looking to invest in Master League Premier Cup Pokemon, the first Pokemon I always suggest is going to be that Metagross with Meteor Mash. It's definitely one of those Pokemon, if you can't get it from the Community Day potentially this December, you can't get it from a trade, it is worth an Elite Charge TM if you have a very high IV, right? You want to have at 100% or near 100%. Mine is only 15, 15, 12, but the 15 attack is mandatory. I'm telling you guys right now, if you have a 14, 15, 15, you need 15 attack. I'm sorry, but you need it, because you're going to be losing CMP ties, and that actually makes or breaks games in the Master League Premier Cup. And as we see right here, Metagross closing endgame is super strong, even against a Garchomp right here, where the Garchomp is going to be taking neutral damage from that Meteor Mash, where if it was Swampert here endgame, it would take resisted damage, but Metagross is an absolute monster. Togekiss is going to be coming back in, and yeah, we're going to be able to destroy right here. So this team was definitely a lot of fun, great at flipping lead losses, and great at punishing lead wins as well because of Metagross and Mamoswine on the back line. So we're able to get to the Meteor Mash in time. This is why it's such a great charge move to have on a Metagross. It's low energy cost, high damage, and can take out Togekiss. All right, moving into the final team here, we have Swampert Double Steel. This is definitely one of the stronger teams in the Master League Premier Cup. Reason being, Double Steel in the back is just so phenomenal against teams who don't have answers for 2 Steel Pokemon. Typically, they only have 1 answer, or they may not have an answer at all. They may have neutral matchups, which in this case is going to be a Magnezone. Because in this neutral matchup right here, we can threaten the shields with that Meteor Mash. Because Magnezone is a Steel Electric type, it's going to take double super effective damage from Earthquake. Earthquake just absolutely destroys a Magnezone. And what's great as well is we can shield bait with that Meteor Mash. Now in this situation on the safe swap, we're looking to get 2 shields from our opponent. Swampert does really well against Dragonite when it has no shields up, but we actually flip the matchup, which is perfectly fine for me, because we can line up now Swampert to Metagross and Magnezone to Dragonite, which is great. So you're either going to be flipping the matchup or getting shields with a Metagross against your opponents, because it's going to hit everything for a lot of damage. And yeah, we're just going to be able to hopefully get to another Earthquake. No, we cannot. They're going to throw the energy right here, which is fine. Now we can bring in Swampert to this Magnezone right here, or the Metagross I should say, and we're going to be doing neutral damage with that Hydro Cannon, but another charge move coming through. I don't think I shield right here. Yeah, we let it go through. My win condition is basically with the Magnezone. It was an Earthquake, which still did a lot of damage, but Magnezone against Dragonite is really, really nice. You're going to be resisting all the charge moves, the Dragon Breath, the Dragon Claw, the Draco Meteor, the Hurricane, but you have to throttle and control your energy with a Magnezone. Spark is a decent energy gaining move, and when you use Wild Charge, it lowers your defenses. So as you guys can see, I'm building up to 2 Wild Charges basically. Now I'm going to go ahead and shield this charge move right here. I should be. No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. It's going to be resisted. I go ahead and go for a Wild Charge. This is going to do neutral damage to Dragonite because it is a Dragon Flying typing. That Dragon typing does resist. And then we're going to be able to go for another Wild Charge right here and finish it off. We still have our Swampert with some energy. We still have a shield. And that Metagross isn't going to be able to do a lot to us. As you guys can see, we're able to flip the matchup right there mid-game with that Metagross. Their own Metagross is going to come back in. And then we're going to be able to get to a Hydro Cannon in time. Actually, I think I have to get to 2 right here. So we build up to 2, and this is where Swampert is one of those amazing Pokemon that does well in Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. So if you can acquire those for that, it's going to be fantastic. Highly, highly recommend it. So yeah, those are all the teams. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the teams. What teams have worked well for you? Be sure to share that down in the comments, because sometimes when someone sees a new team, maybe post it in the comments here, they can run it too and have a lot of success. These teams, I ran a lot of teams this season. You guys saw the variety that I ran. Every video was a new team, and that's what I try to do for you guys. I try my best to invest in new Pokemon that I think are going to perform well, build a solid team around it, and test it out and see how it goes. And I think we did a great job this season with trying a lot of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.